That's Mozart at his best. Welcome back to another episode of the City Podcast.
That wasn't Mozart.
Sure it was. Anything that has that da-da-da-da-da, like Mozart.
First of all, you
they didn't
fucking
have
filthy swine.
synthesizers.
That
Sure they
is,
did. Have you
that
not
is
seen-
8-bit at its best.
Have you not seen Bill and Ted? Mozart could play the shit out of the synthesizer.
That was
Beethoven?
Beethoven.
Beethoven did. It was one of them piano classic dudes.
You didn't even know
Dumb
your
Philip
shit.
guy.
Anyways, this is episode 117 of the City Podcast. I'm your host, Tony, and I'm here with...
Roman,
And...
Your boy Eric.
hate that boy.
Shit. Man, why you always gotta be hating? So,
Get your fucking shit straight and we won't hate.
I'm just
No,
saying,
no.
I've seen so many movies where they bring the past to the future and they're like, we know how to play this.
All right, movies, okay.
Hey, if it happens on TV, it's real life.
No, it's not.
You're
You're
right.
fucking liar.
You can't even believe that.
I just watched a video on YouTube, like 7 spooky things. I was like, all of these look fake.
It is.
The one with the
blinking,
moving...
that blinking Jesus was kind of.
Yeah, that Blinky Jesus was whack as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit's fake.
I like the lips moving on the Virgin Mary.
Fake.
Yeah.
How do you
Next thing you
explain-
know, you're gonna see a video of that with the fucking Eminem rap god thing to it.
Oh, like the one with the egg?
Oh man,
Yeah.
you just gave some good meme stuff right now. Just give some great meme advice.
Yeah. hopefully I get.
But like
I'm
that-
gonna get credit.
That
for
shit was whack. Like there were like some girl climbing up like some wall, and I was like, I mean, she's really strong, like for sure. She got like upper body strength and core strength up the ass, but she doesn't look like a ghost.
But when it comes... Okay, I mean...
And
there's-
then they were like, look at this weird alien, and it's just like a kid in like a hood with a shitty mask. I was like,
There's some that are believable, like the dudes that teleport. I was like, damn, that almost
Chinese
looks
thing?
good. Yeah. And then there's the new species they're finding. Like there's a fucking fish. It looks it's black and bubbles and just has a mouth. I was like, where the fuck do they find this
You
shit?
talking about the blobfish?
No, it's not a blobfish. It's a new kind of fish. It's
Well, I
like,
mean, the fishes things, like, I can at least find some more plausibility in, because we've only, like, when I think the farthest that we've gone down into the sea is, like, it's only, like, 5% or some weird shit like that. It's
Yeah.
super shallow when you think of, like, how deep it is.
It's less than 10%.
well, they started exploring that the cave, and there was a cave they explored that went so deep that they found spiders and insects that glow in the dark. Their luminescence.
That seems kind of plausible.
And then they're starting to climb down where it's called the Gates of Hell. It's a big old fucking pit. You see how far it goes down. So there's a lot of shit out there that can't be explained, Rome. You can't,
There's plenty of stuff that can be explained with science.
I don't know.
Like,
Like
yeah.
I told you guys, right? Magic is real. We just lost touch with
It's not magic.
it. It's true. It is.
I don't know, like,
Teleporting, time travel, all that shit's magic.
That's science.
Is it? Is
That's
it
why
science?
it's called science fiction.
What was that other thing I was watching on Facebook?
Dudes kissing each other.
for the ocean and coastal waters of the United States, only about 35% has been mapped with modern methods.
That's
And
only
that-
35%, you fool.
30. That's that.
You know what that is? F.
At least 65% of the ocean, like, we have not even
Yeah, well-
begun to research.
And there's a lot of it.
When it comes to fucking animal life and shit, I mean, we fuck with so much nature, they're gonna start evolving in different ways.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all this weird- Like today, I
Evolution
saw
is a thing.
a picture of
Evolution is a mystery.
I saw a picture of the breed of pit bull and Rottweiler. I was like, that does not look normal.
I
Have you
mean,
seen
that's
it?
just
That's just
animal-
dogs fucking.
Yeah, that's just one bitch in heat and a dude saying, like, I'm going for it.
I'm pretty sure people are doing it on purpose too. They're like,
I
hey,
know
let's just
Some
say-
I would
mean,
imagine sometimes.
That's how you got like the French bulldog and the bulldog.
Yeah, that's how you get different breeds by doing
But,
that.
I mean,
through years of
ghosts
doing
and
that.
supernatural. There's been like actual documented things where parents get that call that mama strength when shit's happening, and they become like almost a little bit supernatural.
Yeah, but that's just an adrenaline spike.
That's
Yeah,
that's
but-
not
But
supernatural.
that's not
sir.
supernatural.
Oh, that's what they
That's
call
science.
it. That's why it's called the. what is
That's
it?
called
The-
superhuman, but that's more like
But again,
science.
that's science. That's just biology. That's body science. You know what I mean? It's just.
Have you ever?
it's-
Well, I mean,
it's-
have you seen people who high levels of adrenaline thanks to fucking drugs? They can take a lot.
Mhm.
Like they usually get naked and get stun gun, walk it off like nothing, get beaten. Crackheads is it's hard to beat
Like
a
crack's a
crackhead.
hell of a drug.
I know you love to hang on to the
He's a dreamer.
magic is real and all this kind of stuff. I don't think it is.
It's just
but-
weird science.
It's just things that you can't explain. Just because it's you can't explain it in the moment doesn't mean that
put
it's
a name
just
to it and it's called magic.
just because you can't like
You know,
Or
you know,
supernatural.
describe something.
You know what the
doesn't
funny thing
mean
is
that.
about magic? It's explained and it's trickery.
Not pretty much.
So
Yeah, don't you remember those Fox 29 shows for
Oh, the dude wearing the black
magicians?
mask.
Yeah.
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 Oh, dude, I loved those as a
And
kid.
you-
I was such a dumb kid.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get banned from the magic system.
Exactly,
It's like,
and-
they told everybody the secrets.
Exactly. And
But-
then they scramble his voice.
All right, so
and shit.
put magic aside.
And then
Say,
he's like,
say,
this is who I really am. And you're like, oh, you ugly. Put your mask back
say
on.
guys can't teleport or they can fucking
They can't.
hold elements in their hands and
They-
shit
they
like
can't.
that. Right. Say that's not none of that's real.
It isn't, but okay.
What about alien life?
What about it?
Well, I mean, just
There has to be something else in the universe.
again using science.
Oh, I'm saying science,
and,
nah.
and math, which is another form of science.
See,
Mathematically, it's possible that there is other life.
We can't be the only ones, right?
Exactly, we can't be the only ones, but that's just like probability.
And now say
Like-
say an alien does come. And they do it. This is probability. We're not the only ones, right? And they get to fucking fling out fire or lightning. That's not magic.
no, that's
no,
evolution.
because they've evolved to do that.
But to us, it would be magic, wouldn't it?
Us
Simpletons, yeah.
Yeah, to dumbasses.
Yeah.
No, but like the thing is, like, it's unexplained. Just because it's unexplained doesn't mean that it's magic. It doesn't like you. I can't explain this. It's magic.
That's
What the fuck is that?
Exactly.
That's my
Yeah,
simple
you know-
Catholic mind.
You know what that means? That means you're part of a fucking witch hunt and a
The
lich
church
mob.
has
Yeah.
taught me if I can't explain it,
You're-
magic.
You'd be
It's
the
the devil.
Devil.
you'd be the first guy to like sell out people at Salem. Like
Yeah.
in your past life, you probably sold out like I don't know how
Well,
many
You
people.
were. You're like a
No.
You were like one of those fucking Quaker people that were like, "That's a witch." Throw them in the water. If they
I think-
sink, they were good Christians.
I like to believe I would have been the other way.
Amen.
Oh, sister Mary.
I think I would have been the other way that instead of like witch, I'd be like, I want to learn from them. I want to be a witch or
No.
warlock or sorcerer.
Nah.
or-
No, because you just said
You stupid.
you were just saying that you're like a God-fearing man.
Yeah.
And if somebody does something that you can't explain, you're just like, fuck you, you're evil. Like, that was their whole thought process.
I gotta tell the local priest he knows what to do.
No,
And the
not
priest
really.
is like, fuck, this guy is too smart.
That was their thought process.
Yeah.
Not your thought
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
You're a modern man with modern technologies. All right, so you can't just you can explain
hey,
away some
if
shit.
okay,
You can explain things away, but you don't want to. That's your problem.
Oh no, I mean we as my family
Yeah.
and our background.
You're a
we've
modern
seen
man with
shit
a child.
we can't explain.
Yeah.
And it's not science. We could fucking try science, but we've seen shit
Yeah.
that you can't explain. We've
Like-
done rituals that you're like, why are you doing it? It's the form, some kind of form of faith crosses magic, crosses something else. But it's never like, oh, it's science. What the fuck how do you explain getting rummed out with egg and naturally feeling better? That's not science. It's
I mean,
just-
It's
it's more of
It's a psychosomatic
It's
thing.
a psychological science.
and the shit we've noticed going to other people's houses and the stuff we've done
Yeah.
as me and my family, it was like, okay, there is something out there that
It's called
can't,
superstitions.
Yeah.
that you can't explain, right? With science, isn't there a form of science that crosses magic? Is it alchemy? where it's both worlds combined because
Yeah,
there's
but-
they acknowledge there's some shit science can't explain.
But alchemy
And
is
they
not
named
like
them?
a real thing. That's
But there's alchemists in the world, natural alchemists. They're scientific dudes
There's
that
guys that call themselves alchemists.
yeah, like the thing is, like, I'm not saying that like in some ways there's things that I can't explain and that I don't say that there was like a supernatural like the ghost thing. Like there's just things that have happened in the past like that you feel something you can't explain it, so I'm like I just say ghost, right? But
It's called instinct.
but that's where it like honestly like dies away. Like magic, like where like people can hold flame and like summon lightning from their hands and like that different kind of magic I just
I mean,
don't think is real.
not to that form.
but-
But there's some people that are so in tune into nature that maybe.
You know what the funny thing about those alchemists are? They're chemists.
Maybe it's more of a mindset too, like the polar bear dudes. Fucking some normal people
What
go into
polar
the.
bear dudes?
Oh, the
people that-
polar bear club where
the
they
polar
jump
club-
in
the
the
water.
cold
Oh,
water.
okay.
They say
okay.
it's just a form of mind.
Yeah,
they
like
get.
don't never underestimate the
The
power.
power
of the mind.
That's
That's
the
for
thing,
sure.
though. Our mind is easy to be controlled and manipulated. Where that's why hypnosis happens, and that's why
Many people are
Suggestively.
susceptible.
or how people they have trigger words or the way they feel they'd be like.
And it's
okay.
also how Republicans get votes.
So I mean, all that has to be classified as something. It's not just all science.
Which
I give it a name, magic.
which reminds me,
I don't know.
I found out why you can't trust your brain and you always gotta trust your gut. Your gut. Apparently, your brain weighs around 7 pounds.
Okay.
Right? Turns out that all the bacteria and stuff that we have in our colon, think of it like a small community. It's like different fucking bacteria that's alive in you.
Futurama, got it.
That weighs about
is
7
it,
pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I always say, trust your gut over your brain. Your brain is susceptible to lying and whatnot. In your stomach, you got billions of things from like countless
Yeah.
interactions you've gotten.
Mhm.
That it seems like it's a whole community that knows what it's going. It's like, hey man, you know what? Better not do that. And they're like, yeah, dude, that might hurt.
Mhm.
And then that sends it to your brain, and your brain's like, well, I don't know. I'm seeing it. That it's like, and you're just like, no, man, come on, just fucking trust us, baby. It's we're your gut.
Yeah.
Cause they did a test where they got a set of mice.
Okay.
They fed it a special bacteria and then one without the bacteria, and they did the same test where they put them in a bucket of water, and you would throw the ones that didn't get fed the bacteria in there, and they struggle to fucking swim and try and find a way out, and after about the 4-minute mark, they would stop and they just float, and it's called dead mouse. I think it's called like dead mouse syndrome or something, where they kind of just go into a depression and accept their fate that they're gonna die. And the ones that did have the bacteria kept on trying to swim. They fought it even more and more and more, and they thought that it was the bacteria that gave them the and it hit the brain to get rid of that depression, and it still made it try to struggle to find a thing.
Okay.
They didn't see how long it went, but you know the fucking scientists that were doing the thing fucking plucked
You know
them
what
out
I
of the
call
water.
that? Supernatural mice. They're
It's-
making out mice that can't kill, and suddenly they're gonna fucking rule the world.
It's a bacteria.
Dumb. You're dumb.
That's magical bacteria, just like the beans.
but this goes back to like that right brain left brain thing. Like the right brain is the logical side, is the logical and the more like I guess for lack of a better word like scientific side, whereas the left brain is the creative and like artful side.
Let's call that the magic side.
Yeah.
The left brain is actually a pretty good rapper too. He's
But-
part of the Mellow Hype.
But like yesterday, I just took one of those little bullshit things on Facebook, and I was
saw
like, let's see this. You know what I mean? Like how am I? And it
You're
was
sick.
Yeah. Turns out I was dumb. Where I was like 60% right to 40% left, which is like I'm always like a little more like logical in terms of like trying to explain things and like accepting something and just like saying it's magic.
I always told you lost your faith a long time ago. Once you lose faith in shit, you're like you're done with magic. Even if you saw it, like I'm pretty sure if you saw someone like hold fire in their hand and like create it, it'd have been there's some fucking science between that. And he's like, dude, I'm magic. I'm a sorcerer. And he turns it off, turns it on.
Oh, dude.
And you're like,
I would
nah.
not take serious some nigga that goes, I'm a sorcerer. I was like, okay.
You're a virgin.
I see that. I truly believe that Roman would do that.
I'm a sorcerer too, buddy. It's called getting booty. I can get that.
I would fucking truly believe if someone goes, look, Rome, this is magic. And you're like, no, it's not. He's like, dude, it's like, I'm pretty sure we could explain it. And you're like, it's fucking magic, Roman.
They're like, dog, you see the fucking pipe down his head with the igniter on his left hand.
Yeah, exactly. Look, man, I know I have a bad fucking humpback. That guy has a rowdy ass humpback, and guess what? Ain't a humpback. That's a gas tank.
I think it's just because you think that people are trying to like pull the wool over your eyes.
Yes, very much so.
And you're like, I ain't gonna fucking trust it. Even they're saying, hey, dude, it's magic. And they're trying to prove it to you by, I don't know, fucking lightning coming out of their hands or whatever. Like extreme measures. And you're like, no. Because you're not trustworthy of anything.
Yeah,
I'm on the other side and go, hey, dude, look, I could do this trick. I was like, oh, magic, cool. I'm like, all right. I accepted it. But yeah, I wouldn't be like, nah, that has to be fake.
First of all, if somebody was like, look, and they just like they were like, look, I have shit. Like they did the David Blaine thing. You know, they took off their shirt and they were just
David
like,
Blaine's
hey,
a
what's
devil.
up, dude?
That's a devil. That's not magic. He devil.
Who was that other magician?
David Copperfield.
No.
David Blaine.
The emo gothic looking one.
Oh, the one you love.
Oh, Chris Angel.
Chris Angel. He's like, look at this. There's nothing there. Like,
you know what was wrong about him?
Yeah, you fucking fruit. I knew it.
You know what was wrong about him? He was from Jersey and he had that stupid accent.
Jeez.
Moine.
Anyway,
mind freak. Yeah.
You were saying
when you
so,
look into the deeps of the Moine,
they
it's wicked awesome.
I've seen Boston.
He can't decide. He's fucked in the brain.
It's a fucking mind freak, okay?
I want a cheesesteak.
It's not Boston either.
He's fucked.
But yeah, like I'm more skeptical. That's it. I'm just skeptical, just because I don't know. I've seen a lot of things in my life where it's just like, oh, I've seen how that's done, or like how things are done in a certain way.
It has become your nature that you have to find out.
No,
you won't be like, you won't just take it and be like, oh, okay, it is what it is. You're like,
I don't know. If somebody like turned on fire, I'd be like, oh, that's a cool trick, man. Like, how did you do it? I just be like, how'd you do it? So like, I would have to do.
And they tell you it's just magic.
I'd be like, oh, could you show me then? Like,
and he does
can I
it
do
again.
it?
He's like, magic. And he's like, can I do it? I was like, I don't know, maybe you're
only
not
if you
magic.
believe in magic. And Tony's like, I believe. I want to wield fire. Fire is the greatest mother
I think that's
of all.
what it is.
I will believe you if you teach me and you don't teach Tony.
So I think that's what it comes down to. If you can't yourself do it, it's not magic. It's someone's doing the trick.
So you mean
someone's trying to fool you.
So you mean to tell me, Roman, that jogging is magic because he can't do it?
No, I choose not to do it. I know I'm just a fat, lazy piece of shit.
But, I mean,
What's magical is that I get up every fucking morning.
Yeah.
believing in supernatural shit, believing in magic, believing in all that, it's instilled in our blood.
Mm-hmm.
We've been through fucking medicine man, brujas, all this supernatural shit.
Yep.
That I was like, okay, we've seen some weird shit. My grandma said she's seen some weird shit. And then, my dad, everybody has their supernatural stories that happened to them in person. And you're like, okay, there has to be something. There's something that science can't explain.
Yes.
And it's been passed through our stories and through just our experiences.
I think my family's just done a lot of drugs.
Well, but here is also a thing.
Here's my counterpoint.
Yes.
This is your rebuttal.
This is my rebuttal, is that as humans, like, we tend to just overreact about certain things. Like, if it's something that we can't explain, when we tell the story, we tell it with a lot more fervor, and we may forget a few things to tell people because we ourselves forget it, right?
Your memory is always changing.
Yeah, your memory is faulty. But
I saw that at Adam Ruins
also, us, and I mean us as like Mexicans are very, very
Gullible?
excitable.
Oh.
We're very excitable, and we are very prone to exaggerating even the smallest thing. So if there's something that we just like, what the fuck, we exaggerate it 120 times more. You know what I mean? Now that's just how it is. Not saying like, oh, you know, your family's full of shit or nothing, because my family's probably full of shit. I'd probably believe your family more than mine. But that's the thing is, I think people just tend to make a narrative in their mind. Once you have experienced something that you can't explain, you tend to make your own narrative so that you make people see what you saw.
Man, I don't know, but like I said, I personally have witnessed some shit that I can't explain, and it's not. I mean, like even
that you remember a certain way,
or that I remember. I remember going to these fucking curanderos' houses, or going to Mexico to the Isle of Witches right there where my grandma lives. And I was like, okay, you see some shit, you fucking feel some shit, and you're like, all right. So if that alone be like, there's something out there. Now, if people can fucking believe in fucking aliens and shit, I was like, I'm pretty sure in magic. We have evolved so much as humankind, even before the whole religion thing with after the death of Jesus and shit. Yeah. People lived before that. And you see cultures from Asia and you see cultures from that side of Europe and shit that we can't explain as Americans because, you know, their history is our history, but it gets cut off at a certain point. Yeah. And I was like, I can't explain that. And then you have on this side, the Native Americans, the Indian blood in us, that they've done their fucking rituals and trials, and they believe their shit too, that we can't explain. It all kind of comes together. Yeah. And you're right, it's kind of stupid just naming the things you can't explain in magic, but hey, if science can't explain it, it's magic.
It's just a simple way to like get the point across. Yeah, like you can't explain this. It's magic. Like that's it.
I mean, there's other things. It breaks down to things like supernatural or superstition or fucking superstition.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Right. It just comes down to that. But I think it's me being more trusting, not to be like, hey man, I saw a fucking ghost. I'm like, ooh, damn. That's fucking scary.
That's scary. You need to spit in your hand 3 times and shake it off.
Instead of be like, you know what? I saw fucking lights flash off of other things that made look like there was a person there, and I was like, oh, it's science.
But like you want to believe though, right? Like that's the thing is like you want to believe, whereas I have no skin in the game really. Like I don't want. It's not that I don't want it to be real. It's just that I just don't think it. Like I just don't honestly care whether it is real or not, to be honest with you.
Mulder and Scully would hate you but love Tony.
Exactly.
Mostly Scully is like...
Yeah. No, Scully was the skeptic. Mulder was the one that believed everything.
Mulder was the dude, right?
Mulder was the dude, so he loved Tony.
Ooh, what a hot dude he was. But Scully was... She could get it.
They see some shit they can't explain.
She's also a lesbian, so she wouldn't want to.
Everybody's a fucking lesbian.
No, she's been a lesbian for like years.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah, she has a wife.
Good for her.
Yeah, Julian Anderson. Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
Look at her.
I don't even know why we started talking about magic.
I have no idea why, because like, I had this idea like how to like, oh, we could talk about this, and it completely fucking went off.
I don't know, man.
I've
had so many conversations with, you know,
it's because you got the song wrong. That's Castlevania.
Oh yeah, Castlevania.
8-bit Castlevania.
There you
go. What's magic?
I've had so many conversations with people and nerds that there's something out there. Yeah. And we just didn't mention. Like John believes there's fairies in some forests in Ireland. That's why he wants to go to Ireland. I'm like, yeah, let's go find fairies.
But inside, you're laughing at him, right?
You can find fairies anywhere. You just gotta go to the main street.
I do the
That's why John likes that.
I can't laugh at that because I'm superstitious as fuck, and I do the dumb little things that you supposed to, like the shit you see in like witches shows or wizard programming or whatever that shit. Like they put special oils in their eyes and they use special plants and shit to burn to, you know, get the bad way away.
Yeah. That's like white sage and all that shit.
Yeah, like sage takes away the bad and and rosemary brings some
Energies.
luck and all that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I tattooed a fucking 4-leaf clover in my hand with a horseshoe just to show, tribute to like Lady Luck and the superstitious side of that. There.
Yeah.
So I'm a hairy believer. I can't make fun of someone and be like, hey, dude, vampires might be real. So are fairies. Like, yeah, there probably is. We can't explain it. Those ideas of the monsters that people write about came from somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if it was like a bad acid trip or something, but
Yeah.
right? All those things that magic is made from, that it is fiction, had to come from somewhere. At least that's my belief.
An imagination. That's where it came from.
But how do you imagine shit like that? That's the whole different story before we go another room. Yeah, right? I choose that. And like I said, I can't judge other people, be like, hey, dude, mermaids are real, or fucking whatever, the what's it called, chupacabra, or the big old fucking birds of prey.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't laugh at you for that, because I believe my own shit.
Yeah.
And I have my own superstitions, and I do my own little quirks here to supposedly protect my household with the holy water and the burning of the sage and all that shit.
Yeah.
So why would I go and shit on your ideas when I'm over here believing that fucking people could create fire from their hands one day? Because I hope I can, maybe when I'm 50.
Maybe.
But,
I can make fun of it because it's funny.
not true. I mean, you could just make fun of it just to make fun of it, right?
It's true.
Just to be an asshole.
I don't know. I'm just naturally skeptical that way.
I'm pretty sure that's the thing is, like, even if you see it in person, unless you could do it yourself, you'll be like,
No, not at all. Like
I don't think it was that. I think you're just skeptical.
Yeah, I'm just a skeptical person. Like, it has to be in front of my eyes, not through like a video or something like that. Because like all that shit can be duplicated in one way or another.
Pictures, like, have you seen the pictures of the past that someone was holding like a cell phone?
Yeah, it's all
So, like,
bullshit. I'm like,
right?
that's a good Photoshop, I guess.
But do you think time travel was possible? Because time travel is scientific, isn't it?
Not yet.
There's nothing to show me that that time travel is possible. There's not even like plausible theories. There's theories about it, but they're all kind of crackpot theories.
What about fucking
like
teleportation? That's another scientific thing.
Again, I think that's kind of like what I honestly think.
What is that?
Is maybe it's not time travel necessarily. Maybe that because we know that space is infinite, right? But we have no concept of what infinite actually means. Like, you can say like, oh, it just goes on forever, but you don't know what that means. So what if time travel where you're traveling back in time isn't necessarily time travel? What if
Unmeasurable.
Maybe it's if you time travel in quotations, you find a way to step onto another universe, and in that universe, infinity is so big that this right here can be replicated, and we don't know it. Like this room right here can be replicated
Just by like a difference of a small thing.
Exactly. Like that pause right there. Like maybe that didn't happen in another universe, and that sparks like
a chain reaction.
Exactly. That sparks another universe that we have no idea of.
It's like the idea that if you're in a fork and you take a left, right, and then in another universe you end up taking the right.
Yes.
And that just sparks a chain reaction.
Exactly.
And then you come and you find a way to visit that universe, and you think it's the past or the future, but just the world kind of changing. Small shits.
Exactly. So I don't think like it's necessarily time travel. I think if maybe if this was even possible, is like you step into another universe that you didn't know existed.
What is that? Isn't that called that black hole theories?
Most likely.
Like fucking, what's that dude from?
It's theoretical science type thing.
Where,
That's Sheldon, right? From Big Bang Theory.
I've never
sort
watched
of,
that
not
show.
really. It's just that the way they kind of explain it is that time isn't linear. It's more like waves, but not really waves. More like overlapping things. But you got to find out what the right math and whatever is, so you could like.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's hard. It's weird, hard to explain. But
yeah. I don't think. Yeah. Like maybe I have heard this. I just can't recall
Like,
from where. But
I'm not saying Big Bang Theory is a credible thing to go on. It's totally not.
I've watched like 3 episodes of that,
But-
and I'm ashamed to watch those 3 episodes.
But well, no, I like them.
It's a good show.
Nah,
But
it's not.
it seems like it might have some backing to some theories that actual scientists are working on
Mhm.
or possibly trying to figure out.
Mhm.
Like the whole, fucking. I forgot what
We're-
this
we
is. Like
busted- we busted Eric's head.
asymmetrical time
Mhm.
line or something like that.
Okay.
I forgot. That's the like supersymmetry,
Okay.
where it's not really a reflective thing. It's just slightly askewed reflective thing that's overlapping over each other. So it's not like that, but kind of like one on top of each other, like a fourth wall, fifth wall.
Yeah.
That's
and,
how
and
you.
just in a way that we can't like imagine.
Yeah, They're trying to figure out the math to how some of this shit works.
Yeah. Like
I thought he was gonna go in some scientific
Yeah,
fucking
like,
term.
how
He's
this shit
like,
works.
he's just
But-
like a fucking.
But yeah. Like
Look,
that,
baby, I can teach you hood science.
So you think in our lifetime we're
No.
gonna fucking find like
unfortunately,
time?
no.
No.
I would-
What about
I would-
time? Like the.
I would love for that to happen, but no.
It's not called time travel.
Define
What
what
it's
lifetime is, bro.
called? That force that goes really fast when you're in space. What was
Light
that
speed.
called? Light speed.
Mhm.
How was it? Something warp. Isn't light warp from Star Trek? What they use when they're like trying to fucking warp to just get from like where the fuck they are back to
It's
Earth.
called ludicrous speed.
Hell
You think that'll
yeah.
be invented in our lifetime?
No.
And like to fucking go and explore space.
No,
and
you still
I-
gotta
I'm-
find the Neblodians to get the black matter.
Yeah, exactly.
we need the black
Um,
matter.
Like warp time kind of things, like that.
Warp time. That was fucking.
Yeah, like no,
They
like
call it time warp.
that.
Anything that's down in our lifetime.
I don't think so. I would love for it to be like I would love for like as skeptical as I am. I would love for all this shit to be like figured out in my lifetime because I only got one shot at this. Like
Apparently.
that's all. All I know is
Unless the Indians got it right.
here's the thing. All I know is now. I don't know the future. I can't rely on my past, but I know now. So I would love for all this shit, even the magic stuff that you were talking
Yeah.
about, like the lightning balls. How cool is that? I mean, because like I read stories about that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Comics.
I love that kind of stuff.
That's another reason I want it to be true because all the fucking books, movies,
Yeah.
any kind of fucking
Yeah.
entertainment that's been put through our heads, like there has to be. That just has to
Exactly. Like I would love for it to be. It's just I don't think it will be.
But then
and
again,
that's the problem. That's the thing.
If we're gonna listen to books and movies in the year 2017, we're supposed to have like floating cars
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the fucking tubes that get you from one
I,
place to the other.
I think people just severely overestimated people's ability to actually figure out things.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
how,
they overestimated
how
science.
cool would it have been to have flying cars now and like a way to just.
I thought we
travel
did have
space?
flying cars, or at least
It's-
hovering cars.
Oh, there is like a prototype of a flying car. The only thing is that it's like
Noisy as fuck.
it's
and
noisy
super
as fuck.
Yeah.
Like it would. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about it on Joe Rogan podcast. Those episodes with Neil deGrasse Tyson are super fun and interesting because Joe Rogan's just fucking blazed his shit, and I'm pretty sure Neil deGrasse Tyson has like a second-hand high. So like you can tell like
they're
through-
like,
through-
dude.
you can tell like throughout it he's kind of going into this other thing, but yeah, I think they talk about that there is a prototype of flying cars that are kind of like they almost look like 4 drones on a like lifting up like a lightweight like carrier, but it looks stupid.
I seen
Like-
that dude do that water jetpack and it works for a little bit.
Yeah, but doesn't it like fucking throw out like hideous amounts of like heat where he's like burned his fucking legs.
Or that dude who tried to make the fucking Iron Man suit that just lifted himself so much. I was like, yeah, that's a fucking start.
That's a start, and that's awesome. Like, even when I see that kind of stuff, I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool. I'm just like, that shit ain't gonna, like,
Not
to
in
be
our
an
lifetime.
Iron Man, it's
Yeah.
not gonna be in our lifetime, you know what I mean?
Maybe-
And that sucks, but...
You know what the problem is? I
Unless we
feel-
find like the magic for long life.
Yeah, unless, like, this is, like, some 40K type shit, and, like, they're able to extend our lives by turning us into, like, non-human humans.
I thought we'd just be
I mean,
fucking the
that's what they're
fucking
trying
fountain
to
of the
do.
youth
Where
and
like,
shit.
well, I don't know about the fountain of youth, but they're trying to like do synthetic organs that'll keep you alive
Oh, yeah, I
longer.
saw that.
Yeah, but that doesn't fight, like, the real cause. Like, what actually starts happening is your body just starts decaying.
Well, yeah,
You,
well, I mean,
you can't stop
your
like,
organs are the first thing to go.
Yeah, exactly, because they
But
have so
if
much
you're-
bacteria
If
and
you
shit.
get replace your organs, then you got
See,
a good
I like how-
chance.
No, but-
Isn't that really like what that show was about? The carbon
Alter Carbon.
carbon.
I didn't see that when I saw
Or
like
something
maybe the
like that.
first
But
episode.
also it's like, well, okay, if you replace, how many of your parts have to be replaced before it's not you anymore?
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what
the
I mean?
whole
And then
cyber thing.
Oh, no,
and then
I
what
mean,
what,
well, that's-
what
that's-
actually makes you? Is it your brain,
Or is it the
is it this soul that we have no idea how to
See, but the
explain?
soul is magic. You can't sign.
You see, you can't explain
you
it,
can't
so like,
explain
I wouldn't say the
scientific-
soul's magic. It's more like a series of electrical impulses. Ain't
so
it?
it's your brain.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
The brain's the one that made the thing up about the soul.
you're not wrong, but okay, so you replace everything but your brain, right?
Yeah.
Then you're still the same person.
Not
Technically,
really.
yes, because a consciousness is
Okay, what if?
theoretical.
Oh, okay.
But isn't some of our decisions made by the as much as our body could put out there? It's like, okay, we're not gonna go jump in that fire because
Well,
we can't do it.
I guess
It's called bacterium in your stomach.
I guess your brain is just taking in like, okay, we've seen things like this, so let's maybe stay away from. So it's like
Yeah,
it's an
the caution of
accumulation
it's like, okay,
of everything.
we might get hurt. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
But now you take away the whole vulnerable of your body because now
Yeah.
it's metal. You
Well,
fucking,
Let's go jump in that fucking volcano.
Yeah, you're like, hey, let's go fucking.
whoa.
Let's go take
It's-
that
they're not-
fucking bullet or jump in that fire.
They're
or,
not.
or-
They're not metal parts. They're
no, okay.
They're synthetic
But the-
skin type of thing.
Okay.
Like they are gonna wear out.
Yes.
But you could just replace them
Okay.
without other people dying
But-
to
but-
donate their organs. type
Okay,
of deal.
but again, you if you still have your brain, you're the same thing, right?
yeah.
Okay, what if they make a synthetic brain where they're like, look, we've proven we've done a
Yeah,
copious amount of
that
tests.
fucking thing where you
that-
put your whole
Exactly.
your shit on
What
your
if we
microchip.
can just download your brain into this better brain that can keep
Your
up
conscience.
more faster?
Your conscience?
Are you
You're
the same
doing,
person?
You're doing you're doing no, because that's totally a different person. So you're not really living, because it's not.
But it has all your memories.
But
It has all-
it'll
you don't
have
know,
everything.
You don't know it doesn't have your memory. I forgot where the fuck I saw this.
I seen this in the movie.
No, I saw this in this is actually Adam Ruins Everything.
Okay.
It was over the death. Adam Ruins Death,
Okay.
which pretty much it goes into why like funeral homes charge so much for caskets and whatnot. Which reminds me, I'm putting this on tape. If I should ever be somewhere where I'm dying or dead, I want a natural burial. Look it up. It's super cheap. It's where they kind of just wrap you in the
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
they
cloth,
put you in a fucking
and then they
fine
put
box.
you. No box.
No.
No, that's just your body in the hole. Throw dirt on it. That's the way they did it back in the day before there was big funeral homes that's owned by one major company. But they buy mom and pop shops and let them keep their name, but it's still the same company.
Yeah. There's a what's it called? There's a business in every aspect
Yeah.
of life.
So that's called a natural burial. I want that, and no embalmment because it's just super bad.
See, embalmment it got created so that people could view their body after the
Yes and no.
because people there's
It's pretty much taxidermy.
there's
That's
some
all it
like I
is.
said, it's a culture thing.
Yeah.
In Mexico, they do the funeral, bang bang. You pass away, Next day they have your viewing, or maybe that day,
Yeah.
and then they bury you the next day because they don't do the embalmment.
Yeah.
Your body kind of decays. You smell, or you start.
I mean,
going away.
it takes a while for the body to start decaying.
But-
on our side, we wait for family to come in. We wait for people to get prepared.
I mean, that's
so they
again-
embalm the body so they could hold its
But
things.
that's-
Embalming was really more created when.
We're gonna let Eric stop watching these
Abraham
these
Lincoln.
Discovery shows. Gonna
Abraham Lincoln, when they shot him in the head, it didn't like make that big of a thing. So they embalmed him, and that's when they had viewings of his body everywhere. So that's where embalming came.
Embalming's to view the
But
body.
they were displaying people, which was really fucking weird. And then people were just like, "Oh, that seems like super safe and pretty cool." That's why they started taking pictures of dead people with family members
I never fucking
and stuff like
understood
that.
dude.
White people, bro.
I get that is one shit that will always fucking creep me out. People videotaping or taking pictures at a funeral or at the cemetery. I don't get it. I
White people.
personally, like, opinion wise, that's fucking hella disrespectful to the dead and shit. And it fucking freaks me. Like, have you seen like the 1920s, 1930s pictures? Like when they're next to the fucking dead body,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Yeah, it's called
"Fuck
that's
that."
because of embalming, and they're just like, look how beautiful this person was in death. When all they really do is they fucking
that.
they mush your insides and then they suck it out with the vacuum from your stomach. And they
That's why
super glue your eyes and your mouth.
I'm going out the way of fire. You fucking if I
And then
pass away, I'm
they
going-
plug
That's still
up your
pretty
butt.
expensive. Yeah, that's pretty expensive too.
But
But
I've seen people trying to fuck where
Oh,
they're trying
sorry.
to put all your conscience in a microchip, and just in case that passes away, your conscience is there.
yeah.
Again,
Your memories
that's
and shit like that.
that's where I was going.
Mhm.
That's impossible to do.
What do you mean it's impossible?
It's impossible to do. There's your brain is super complex that a computer still can't fucking match it, and even at that, it's
I don't know.
you're
I'm
not
pretty
you're
sure
not getting the data.
Okay, but what if we can? Like, what if at a certain point in time?
I mean, they're fucking
you can
with it
just
as we
do that.
speak.
It's not the same. It's
Well,
still
isn't the
sending
brain-
electrical
Isn't
messages.
the
but-
brain
but-
just
hold
a
on.
whole bunch of
Okay,
electrical
but how
things?
would you?
Yes, it's
how would
electrical
you know?
messages, but it's not the. It's because it's shooting at
You're gonna break
random-
Eric.
It's shooting at
I could
random
fucking
times.
see the fucking smoke
And,
coming out of his ears.
He
It's
just wants
just
to.
not a plausible thing to do.
Okay, yeah,
It's-
I'm not saying it's plausible. I'm saying
No, you're
what
no.
in this scenario
We're
they
saying
are
it's
able
impossible, and it's impossible means it can be done. It's just not
to. No,
plausible.
this is a hypothetical.
Well, a
Like in the hypothetical, let's say that they are able to do that,
Okay.
and like I said, you already
So you're
established.
saying that we do Chappie?
Sort of, yeah, I guess so. I never really saw the movie,
Oh, that
although
was really good.
Although
Yeah, it was
I did
good.
want to because I watched his director, who I don't remember his name, but I've watched his other movies. So
Well, it's cool
I love
because
him.
it has Diane Ward on it.
Yeah, then that's where Diane Ward blew up.
Before
Yeah.
that, but yeah,
That's where like
they
a lot.
blew up just
But-
before that.
but
that,
anyway,
that was
Like-
but that
like
was the
Nate
mainstream.
Nate showed us Evil Boy and I Think You're Freaky,
Mhm.
and then I went further into it.
Yeah.
Y'all guys were just like, "That's fucking weird. Let's go this way."
Oh, I just didn't care.
Fatty
I was just
boom
like,
boom, baby.
It's fun.
The thing is,
Yo,
I think-
dude, you're high def. Can you roll like this? You mean?
I think my brother actually showed me them before Nate did.
the
Probably.
thing is, I'm
'Cause my
pretty
brother
sure.
said-
We lost track.
No, if you get to a point, you like, okay, this is not my brain. It's just my discussion thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't trust it. It wouldn't be you. There is no way it could be you. You have to have your actual brain for you to be.
And that's
actually
why
you.
death is a good thing.
True.
Death is a natural thing.
But
Just follow it.
I do
Everything
think it's
has it-
possible
everything
people
has
are
its end,
actually
yeah.
working it. There's a Japanese dude trying to put his conscience into a computer.
Mm-hmm.
He goes in every day. He talks to the computer,
Mm-hmm.
puts his memories and shit he's done.
Then,
to
if
the day,
anything, at
and
best,
he puts
Oh.
that shit on his head to read whatever the fuck is going on in his head.
at best, that's just a program taught to mimic it. It's kind of just like a faster parrot.
Well, that's what life
Or
is.
a
Nothing
smarter
but
parrot.
fucking repeating moments over and over. You wake up and you eat and you fucking you almost do the same thing. It's routine. So if you
Sorta, yeah.
if you make a machine do that to. Have you seen the fucking robots they're coming up with? They're almost there, man. They're almost.
First of all, I like androids, and you can fuck them.
The yeah, man, that fucking that that robo fucking whorehouse is coming.
The revolution is coming. Oh, yeah.
The speaking of like the robots, the
Ribbits.
the robots, those from the those ones where you see the thing and they fucking kick it and it like falls down and gets back up.
Oh yeah.
the
automaton
dudes?
fucking
Yeah, I think it's like
dogs.
the MIT. I think it's
Yeah.
MIT.
Yeah.
The robotics.
It's supposed to be
But-
a dog.
Yeah. Well, they made a new one
No.
that is it's a two leg that it looks humanoid.
Bipedal.
Oh,
Yeah.
did I seen that? The one
And-
that's trying to open the door?
No. This one actually fucking jumps. Like the calisthenic boxes
Yeah.
where people like jump
Box
up
jumps?
on, box jumps.
Yeah.
It fucking does that. And it's like fucking like I can't do this.
And I seen
Like
one of the videos.
most humans can't do this, and this robot's just like check this shit out, and it just fucking does it. I'm like,
Hydraulics.
oh man, this is how we're gonna get fucking Skynet, bro. This is where it all goes wrong.
saw one of
An
those-
athletic robot like.
all you need is one to like know how to hold a gun.
I saw one of those. It was on two legs.
Yeah.
It's one of the robots. He was trying to open the door, but they put a human mask on it. That shit was fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, this
The-
is how
the-
it starts.
Like AI stuff is super creepy, but I'm still fascinated. I still want to like see where it
There
goes.
is this dude, this chick on YouTube. She does fucking I don't know, talks about sex and shit.
Yep.
And she
Who
goes
is
to the
this
shop.
chick? Who is this whore?
She goes to the shop and she tells the dude to talk about the blow job doll, and they fucking make her work. They stick a fucking dildo in it. That shit look fucking creepy. I was like,
Hell yeah,
God,
give it to me.
how can fucking people stick their dick in this shit? And, like,
I mean, have you felt the silicone? It's
It's awesome.
almost lifelike.
and I like how you're like, oh man, life's gonna get elongated by becoming machines. I was like, I just want to look for the fountain of youth. 1-2 drops and fucking make you young again.
Yeah, but then like you're fucking, you're gonna just have to go back there eventually, and then like what happens?
I mean, technically,
What happens if like from the way back to the fountain you just get hit by a car? You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do because then you're just dead.
I mean, technically,
So-
the fountain of youth is just more of an outside appearance thing. They never really explained if your organs.
Oh yeah, you fucking get Alzheimer's and
Yeah,
dementia.
like you're a fucking young person with like
Nah.
crapped out liver and shit.
Oh, that would suck, dude.
No one's ever thought
Like
of that.
your
Fucking-
vocal cords are like decaying
You
inside
are-
your body.
So
You can't
become
talk.
just a blob.
Yeah, you're just
you
like- you're
automatically
just like a mummy.
think like you automatically just think, oh man, it's gonna fucking make everything,
That
fucking
would-
Yeah, exactly.
younger. And I was like,
You're like-
do I really want a young liver? Can't handle the liquor I put in
Dude,
it.
that would suck.
One shot of booze, one shot of Fountain Youth. One shot of booze, one shot of Fountain Youth.
Dude, that would suck. if
I'm not
fucking-
even getting drunk.
A lifetime of searching for the fountain of youth, and you fucking find you're like, oh well, it doesn't really do anything.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Just throw me in a fucking robot. Let that robot fuck whatever it wants.
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
Man, this
Either I'm dead and just like in this fucking
Robot thing.
this robot thing, or like I'm literally like my soul's been like torn apart because I've done something out of the ordinary. I'm fucking okay with it.
that's fucked
One
up.
more adventure to go on, baby.
Yeah.
Man, this is a good way to turn. I was prepared.
I want to see what the bottom of the volcano looks like.
Let me dive into this fucking ocean.
Give me adamantium skin, baby.
Oh, that's awesome. You're just falling through the fucking street.
Ugh. Who knew fucking lava was so thick?
You're like street sharks because you're so fucking heavy that you're
You
just
just
like
fucking-
you're just like fucking up roads wherever you go.
You just start throwing some shit.
Hell yeah.
You can never take a fucking highway because you just fall completely.
Yeah, you
through.
just fucking fall through.
Yeah. That
This took
seems
a weird
cool.
turn from a song.
That's so awesome.
I was here coming here to fucking prepare to talk about how I saw titties on Pokemon Community Day. I feel bad.
I was gonna
I
talk
ruined-
about hobbies.
I fucking ruined someone's like fuck session thinking they were Pokemon.
They
Uh,
probably
man.
finished. They probably finished.
Shame,
Don't
shame.
think they
So-
stopped.
on Pokemon Day, I
They
had
would,
like
if you ruined it, they would have stopped the first time you saw the titties.
I mean,
and
you
they're like,
you maybe stopped the chicks, but you didn't stop the dudes.
Yeah, that dude probably got it.
oh they booked it, dude. like, okay, so
That dude was running and coming at the same time.
Yeah,
I've done it before.
I wish I had a robot body.
So fucking,
Get rid of this cum.
on fucking Pokemon Day, I had like 20 minutes to go hunt before I had to come back and take care of my niece
That
and
guy
nephew.
had
So
5 minutes.
So I go to the local park here. It's fucking cold outside. It's raining. I was like, oh, there's not gonna be there. So I'm driving to the parking lot and I go, oh look, there's a fucking truck, and on the like back end of the parking lot, there's a fucking car. It's like, oh, people are hunting. Cool. So I go there and I pass the truck, and I'm looking at the truck and I go, titties. I was like, that can't be titties. So I turn my body around and I was like, those are fucking titties. I was like, hey, cool.
Hey, I gotta ask. What did the rack look like?
They were dirty fucking.
I was hoping they were like some fucking slamming triple D's.
So you know, I
it
was
doesn't
like,
matter. I mean, titties is titties.
Yeah,
titties
it's
are
true.
titties. I was
It's
like,
true.
you know what? Oh, fuck.
But you know, you hold out hope for the big.
I felt bad, so I parked.
Come on, it's the West Side.
I parked as far as I could from the truck. I was like, I didn't want to
And
fucking
then you
disturb him, right?
unzip and fucking spit in your hand. I got
But
you, bro.
The moment
You're a voyeur.
the moment I park, you see the fucking bitch run out of the fucking the truck and put her sweater on. That's all she was wearing, the fucking sweater. So I was like, damn, bitches got her butt cheeks coming out. She gets in her car and just like fucking.
You fucked up. As soon as I saw titties, shrink down Pokemon Go, put up the camera, see what you see.
See, I ain't like that. And then after she leaves the parking lot and the fucking fastens the fucking truck just hightails it after her too. It's like, oh man, I heard so fucking fun time. And I was like, I just wanted to sit the quill.
Nah, you never know. They probably went somewhere else to fuck. They're like,
Ah,
that's one park. One park down.
Yeah, you don't.
3 to go.
What you don't know is that they come like super fast. So
Yeah.
like you caught them like in those 3 pumps that they just need, and they're like, "Let's
And
go."
to be fair,
But who fucks in the park in the day?
anybody that fucking wants the adrenaline rush.
I guess.
I don't think I've fucked in a park, but at night.
That's when you're supposed to do it.
Yeah,
Not during the fucking
but
day.
but I have shame and I hate myself.
Yeah.
So but if I had a fucking sweet bod, I just be like, I fuck anywhere.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
TBH.
Yeah.
Eh.
Even
Or
if,
if
my
you
dick,
just- or
even
if
if
you
I
just
had
like
the
the-
same size dick where it was little.
Or if you
I
like
don't
the
fuck.
excitement. You're just like, hey, we're not supposed to be doing this. Hell yeah, let's fuck.
There is a little bit of that. I do like a little bit of that.
And then the same fucking day, dude, I go to McDonald's drive-thru. Why in the hell would you go through a drive-thru?
That's right. You wanted to
if
talk
your
about that.
if your window doesn't go down. Why
First-
not just get your ass to the fucking inside and get your order and come out?
'Cause
Why would you
wanna
go to a
smoke
drive-thru
your weed inside the
if
car?
your window's around? All right. So you say I'm gonna do it through the door. Then you fucking start slamming the shit out of your door against the wall because it doesn't open all the way for your hand to give out the money and get your fucking order. And then you start bitching. Then you start cussing at the lady at the window like it's her fault your window doesn't fucking roll down. And then you make a
Like
fucking
she's
scene.
the shit bag.
And then all you end up doing is making this fucking scene for the person that's with you in the car to get down, go around your car, go to the window and go, I'm sorry, get your order, get back in. And you fucking hightail it out of the fucking McDonald's. Why would people fucking do that?
First off,
America and laziness.
first off, just don't go to McDonald's. That's rule number 1. Chew,
Man, they put that crack in chicken nuggets that my nieces love.
chew,
That's even worse. Than you do.
chew. You bust out that fucking phone and you videotape it and laugh at them. Come on, man.
I don't know, man. I don't fucking like
Sir,
recording.
you gotta be down with public shaming.
I never understood what
It's
people
true.
like.
Shame is a hell of a motivator.
Yeah.
I've seen people like on the comedy videos.
Yeah.
They see like a fucking girl that's fucking hot as fuck. They start taking pictures. I never understood that.
Yeah.
Or when someone's fighting, everybody busts out the phone and record. I was like, no, experience it. But why record it? Why?
So you can experience it again and be like, dog, I just seen this.
Yeah, so you can show your boys like, damn, this
Yeah.
bitch has a fantasy.
You, sir, don't like sharing.
maybe
That's
that's maybe that's my fucking head, like train of things. Like the first thing in my mind is not to record. Was like, oh shit's happening. I'm over there. Huh? I wonder how this is gonna end.
But
I do that, and sometimes I forget to record stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'd
can
rather
I can
record
understand. Like most of the time, I get lost
It's
in
in
the
the
moment
now.
where I'm just like, "Oh shit," and then I can tell that story back, and hopefully, I can make it a little more entertaining for
Yeah.
y'all.
The
You know
problem
what
with Tony is shit speaker,
I don't know, like,
shit explainer.
I mean? Yeah,
ah,
true.
And I was worried about Pokemon. Like, I never in my fucking head did it cross me. You know who want to see dirty ass fucking titties? Eric and Roman.
Yeah, I'll say and titties.
You know what the funny thing
I
is?
had 20 minutes.
If I
catches
seen the titties, I'd be like, you know who wants to see these titties? Roman. Not John so much. If it was Dick, maybe John.
I was thinking that
Yeah.
I had 20
I would probably record
minutes.
some dick and be like, hey, John, look, there's some dick.
So, ooh.
Oh, my, you found one of those
He
fairies.
fucking names the dude's wrong. He's like, damn, Eric, why were you taking pictures of Pete's dick? He's like, how the fuck you know it was Pete? You don't want to know.
Who the fuck is Pete?
It's like, nigga, this is a dick I found on the internet.
Pete's at home reading a newspaper because he still does that. He's all, someone's talking about my dick. And then just fucking snaps it and just
He
keeps
says,
reading.
he's like, it must be John.
He's like, hell yeah, my dick's still
See, in
people's
my-
mouths.
And my,
It's his own newspaper. The Pete's Dick Express.
Pete's Gazetter.
The headline, fucking a massive cock. That's just a picture of his dick.
But blown up so it looks super big.
Exactly.
see, in my fucking head, I was like, oh, titties. I got 20 minutes to catch as much cynicals as I can before I have to get home. And I was like, all right. And I was like, I'll probably tell the guys I saw titties. And they'll be like, no, you didn't, you fucking gay.
Yeah.
Or what'd you do? Did you throw up when you saw titties because you're gay? I was like, it's coming.
Why didn't I say that? I should have said that.
It's like, what'd you do? Throw up because you saw titties, you big old
Did
fat.
you go, ew, booby?
Yeah, boobies. That's what came into my head. Like,
Fair enough. Fair
Oh,
enough.
They're just not going to believe me.
I was like, if I tell
So-
myself,
Better just keep it to myself.
You know what happens then there? You take a picture and be like, you don't believe me? Boom, titties.
Dude, fucking
Alright, fair
a
enough.
pick or it didn't happen.
Exactly.
but before Roman gets to the comment of the day, Eric was saying he learned something from the Texas Public Radio.
Yeah, I want to hear about this
Oh, the NPR thing?
shit. This, my motherfucker over here is fucking with his NPR.
There was
I still don't understand how you could listen to that and not fall asleep.
there's a lady that she wasn't making a very good case about it,
Mhm.
but she's been studying the difference between introverts and extroverts.
Yes.
And she says that the world right now
Mhm.
is solely biased towards extroverts.
Okay.
That she goes, back in the day, there was before, I guess, the 20th century,
Okay.
self-help books were, all about finding your inner self, finding your quiet space and whatnot like that.
Yep.
But now, after the 20th century, the self-help books are more like how to be friends, how to gain their trust, type of like
Well, how to be sociable.
how to be more sociable. And schools and work is all extrovert oriented.
Yes.
As in they're pods of in school they're setting desk up in like groups and stuff, and they're like do group activities even in like creative writing and or math where it's usually just yourself doing your work.
Yeah.
And it seems like she was making like a big old like introverts are people too type of thing, and then it's more than like 50, maybe 60% of people are actually introverts. But also they did this test that
Wait, how much percent?
it's about 60% of people, 50 to 60%
Okay.
that count. I'm doing air quotes here.
I was like,
where
no,
they
yeah, air quotes, Eric.
where they're considered introverts.
Okay.
And the thing is, people are getting the definition kind of mixed up to where they're saying introverts are always in their head. They blur out everything else, and it's just
They're
them,
fucking
and they
thinkers.
like being alone and being thinkers. But the study showed that it's actually introverts are people that get taken out of their head way more easier than extroverts. The test was they gave people math questions that they had to answer, and in rooms, and in the rooms they played background noise. Either about one of them was the noise was like what you would hear at a restaurant in lunch hour. People chattering, plates here and that and whatnot. And then the other one was a loud leaf blower type of sound. And they found that the people that are extroverted could still focus and do the math work, while the introverts had a harder time trying to do it because they need quiet. They need solace and space and
That's
silent.
just the body getting used to your environment. Extroverts are used to the loud sounds. and the people, and they're
Well,
like, okay, we can still do our.
well, that's the thing. People are saying introverts, when they're introverted, they're self thinkers. They just lose their mind, their own. They lose everything else just to their own damn mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they can find a
can't
quiet
focus,
place anywhere.
Yeah.
Unless it's quiet, they can't focus because they're not used to the environment of a social place.
I mean, you.
While
think,
extroverts are used to it. They could go to a fucking cafe and do their work and be like, okay. Because they're like, we have to get this done. It doesn't matter who's around us. Same thing in the fucking outside, just being sociable. They could do their stuff they have to do because they're used to the environment. Introverts are usually inside their house and usually have to like turn off TV and stuff to be like, oh, okay, I gotta do my work or I got this assignment I have to be done. So they make themselves quiet. So when you put all that noise, they're not used to it. They're like, oh shit, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
And they focus onto what's going on instead of I have to do my work. While the extroverts, they already know what's going on. It's like, oh, people are just fucking talking or someone's cutting the grass. Let's get this work done.
Yeah.
It can't be.
I
I
guess
a fucking test.
That's
just
the test.
I thought it was just common sense.
They were showing it. No, they were showing the test was to prove, kind of the. I lost my train of thought. The test was there to
Introvert.
prove. No, not at all. If anything, I want to identify more as like an extrovert.
Yeah.
But they were also trying to see what the difference between introverts and extroverts is.
Yeah.
In the creative area, because a lot of people say introverts are more creative, but they have to be a mix of both to be extrovert to be able to show their stuff out.
Yeah.
Like actors and
Artists,
singers and shit like that. They're technically extroverts.
Yeah.
But a lot of them like to think, they're introverts. Like, oh, I gotta find my place and whatnot. So they're trying to prove that there's no real fucking difference in it. It's just the way that people like to
Identify themselves.
label and identify shit.
You think introverts are more creative because they practice a lot more? Or they
No.
say an artist.
And the bad thing is
Instead of-
that
instead
I
of
didn't get
going
to
out-
finish the whole podcast because I was going from work to here, and there's just a small segment.
I'm telling you, they actually have podcasts. They have
I know that. I just gotta look at it at Spotify and
Music
shit.
yeah.
Right.
Just look those up because
Introverts,
honestly, they're good.
introverts have to be more artistic because that's what they do with their pastime.
Not
They do it all. They
necessarily.
paint. They make songs. They work on their craft.
Yes.
While extroverts are like, oh, I don't got time to paint, draw, sing because I'm all hanging out with my friends
But
or I'm living life.
But it's not that because that I can find a similarity.
I think you're closely tying in introverts with hermits rather than
No, just
like-
people that like being by themselves
but
in their little area.
not necessarily
Here-
people that
here's-
like to be by themselves. They could do other stuff like watch TV or play video games like Roman and shit.
Yeah, but they get good at that. Roman's really good at video games in this because he would, shut down and practice.
but here's the thing. Hold on.
I'm not saying Roman's not good. It's just he's shit compared to other people that practice, and sometimes they practice
Not
in groups.
even. I've said this in days one. I seen Roman
okay.
go against. Real quick,
Okay,
I seen
good.
Roman go against what the people consider really good, at least in our area, and I seen him beat it. I seen him win against people that come out to tournaments and you see them and they're like, look at me, I'm top fucking 100 something, I'm top 64, and they're like, oh, Roman's taking this dude down.
Yeah.
Other than Roman can't, get over his anxieties or find a reason to travel to tournaments. He's put time in his game where he's like, hey, look, I'm good. I know he does it just to beat us, to say I'm better than Eric and Tony, where the fuck else in the room. But I've seen him put his time in his craft or his game or wherever the fuck
I would
you want
say
to call
be
it.
an extrovert that practices because he knows he's going out.
Okay.
While the introvert just practices for himself.
Okay, hold on. let,
Let Roman talk. Don't talk for Roman.
let me relate this to something. Let me relate all of that into one thing. There is a quote by Malcolm Gladwell, right, in his book.
Who did?
Malcolm Gladwell. He is a writer, and he has the theory, and it's a theory that everybody gets right and wrong at the same time, because his quote is 10,000 hours of practice will lead to being a master at something, right? And I'm kind of paraphrasing that. Okay, so you do 1,000 hours, and you become a master, right? 10,000 hours. I'm sorry. What you're forgetting off of that quote is that it's 10,000 hours with constant feedback. You can't just be in a room by yourself and have all these ideas and think that they're good ideas, because
Not until someone else tells you they're good ideas.
not
good
even
ideas.
not even that.
No, it's just someone
Just like, hey, what do you think of this? Because you as it's kind of natural for you to be like, I've done something. Let me show it to somebody and see what they think. Just to like see what they think. And it's people either take it the two ways. Oh, like awesome, they like it, or fuck them, they don't know what they're doing. Like I know what I'm doing. It's
I would
great.
say there's 3 ways.
Or there's 3. You're probably right on that.
Good, bad, and
Keep
You don't know shit.
don't care. No, don't care.
Yeah, exactly. So
Indifference.
indifference. So you constantly need feedback to get very, very good at that.
Doesn't it depend though?
No, it does not.
Like,
because,
you could-
or it's a theory, so it can be.
Yeah, because can't you work on a car
Mm-hmm.
for 10,000 hours and be a master mechanic without anybody saying, "Hey, man, fucking getting some feedback"? If you see the car working, you're like, "Okay, fix that."
Okay, but what if?
Same thing
Are you
as
working
a-
on one car?
Oh,
You're
oh.
talking about working 10,000 hours on one car.
Yeah, because if it's
there's
just,
a
I've seen,
lot of
I've seen people
difference.
take
But-
apart the engine and report it. And
but if it's
find
one,
more torque.
but
and
if it's
find
one car, you're a master in that car, but
Yeah.
you're not necessarily a mechanic.
But-
you know that one car inside and out, no questions.
But
but
aren't
you-
all
but you-
cars kind of similar?
No, because
yes
of
and
technology,
no.
because technology evolves, so different things get eliminated or added to a car,
You got
and then you
different
wouldn't
materials on the engine. Some are made out of aluminum, some made out of steel.
Yeah, but isn't $10,000 you would re-educate yourself, right?
be.
No.
But the
With
thing is,
knowledge.
if it's just that one car,
Let alone the computers.
like
you gotta know
you
their-
do know that one car inside and out. You'll know every bolt, everything about it. But if you try to apply that knowledge to another car,
Different torque
yeah,
specs.
you'll get like a good amount of it, because there are
There's
key
similarities.
things that are similarities to another car. But then there's going to be a problem that arises with the modern car, that you're going to be like, oh, I never had to deal with this kind of the computing chip that's inside the cars now.
It's pretty much just like old school mechanics. They're like, it used to be just fucking. It was just the
Yeah.
engine, the
So-
battery, or the starter and
What
So-
about,
whatnot.
what about
you
like
need-
when it comes down to music instruments? Like
When-
you don't need feedback from you learn the guitar yourself. You learn
But-
everything in
Oh.
and out of it.
Okay, but here's the thing: is like I've played guitar by myself, right? And I like it just because, but I like it for a different reason. But if I'm with someone else, then something else happens. Like there's a different energy that happens, and I'm able to play something differently than I wouldn't be able to play. I'd be able to put more soul into that one, because there's somebody kind of giving me constant feedback. Like the rhythm section. I played bass for a long time just by myself. Then my brother started playing drums, and we would play a rhythm section, and there'd be like different, like I know when like he's gonna hit a particular pattern.
Adjusted to his
Exactly,
yeah.
and then I can do like a little
groove,
something
yeah.
else. So that's the thing, is like it has to be constant feedback, because you have to be able to. But you need constant feedback with your things. Like a perfect example. I was just writing the that play, right, and I was writing it, and I was
Or
having
Halloween
exactly the Ballad of Wolfman Jack. I was writing it. I was writing it, and I was having so much fun just writing it, writing it by myself. And then when I actually showed it to y'all, I was like, oh, I should have talked to people to get their input to work different things of their personality into this to make it feel a lot better. Because
make it
when it
more
was
flow.
because when it was just me writing out lines, just lines of dialogue, in my head it sounded okay. But when I gave it to y'all want to do your own thing. So
Mark really took it and went his own way.
Yeah, exactly.
That boy is an artiste.
yeah, he just doesn't like following directions.
Yeah,
So but
artiste is another word for asshole.
I didn't say that, but he is an asshole. But that's the thing, is just like you need constant feedback, and you need to put in. Yes, you do need to put into practice. Going back to what you were saying about me playing fighting games, I put in a lot of practice, but I didn't go to tournaments. So I could beat one person every once in a while, but I wouldn't be able to place very high in a tournament without that tournament experience. You also need that.
Who knows?
Because you can
Everybody knows.
Nah, I've seen some people be like, "Who is that guy who made top 8?" It was just someone that used to play online, and bam, now
exactly
See, but they play
online.
Online.
Online is a key thing, because even if you're not doing like actual tournament, you're still getting experience from other people that are playing against you.
And
He didn't play online all that much.
No, but he
I
played
didn't.
our locals, the stuff we
But
made.
I didn't play them.
Competitively.
Not even competitively. Consistently. I didn't play them consistently.
True, but
and that's a key
that's
factor.
that's a key of tournament though. It doesn't have to be consistent. You just have to get lucky that one day. You have to be better than your
because-
opponent
So
that one day.
in that case, it's not.
Then it's
Skill,
not
it's luck.
skill.
But if
I'm
you
just
know your
relying on luck.
characters, if you know your characters locked down, you know your combos,
Yes.
you know every single button. You in that day
Okay.
just have to be that
What
much
good is
better.
knowing
No.
your character if you can't
But
factor in what the other person's gonna do?
exactly.
Because they both got it.
You have to factor in two things:
Spacing and timing.
taking the fighting
Spacing
game
and
thing.
timing, that's all practice.
Taking
yes,
this example, I can know my character inside and out, right? But do I know the matchup? Like, let's say, like Street Fighter V. I'm playing Akali, you play Zangief, right? Do I really know that matchup?
Yeah, Zangief loses all the goddamn
Yes, he
time.
does, because I know the match.
It's because Capcom hates Zangief.
In
But whatever.
this case, I know the matchup, right? I know that.
It's not even that. Even you know the matchup, you learn to adapt because you know your character.
But hold on, let me finish, because it's not. It's two things I said.
Can I finish?
it's not only knowing my character and knowing the matchup, right? That's just one thing. The second thing is the person. I've played you a lot of times. I know your patterns. I know exactly what you're doing with Zangief, honestly, before I even look at the screen. Because I get you in a hard knockdown, right? I lay you flat on the floor. What do you do?
We play enough, you know how my fighting,
Yes.
my playing game style that you could be like, okay.
But that's because I've played you a lot, right?
Creatures of habit.
But I've played you a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, in a tournament, I'm playing someone that maybe I haven't played very often. And then I know the matchup, or I don't know the matchup, and I do know the person, or I don't know the person. So you see what I
And
mean?
let alone we're playing each other in the comfortable area. You're playing out in a tournament where other people might be seeing you, and you get a lot more self-conscious.
See, but that's you
and that's the pressure of the
See,
thing.
now you're confusing. Roman's not a hermit. He's gone to locals. He's gone to
I'm
places.
sort of a hermit.
Alright.
It's
You're thinking that Roman's
no.
no.
I'm just saying.
He has
Different stages. You're talking about like tournaments. It's still, you still get that pressure of other people. They're looking at you. They're judging whether or not you're actually good or bad. Like when we had that fighting game thing at the what's it called, the shit that we were doing at the hookah place, Combo Clash. All the people knew Roman and shit. I just casually play, and I was just chilling. Did I feel like other people were taking me serious? Not really. Did I beat people that Roman played with that were beating him? Yeah, at one time. But two out of three, I get one in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just kind of what tournaments are. It's like, I don't take it seriously, but I play enough to where I know sort of what I'm doing. And the cool thing is the community tells you, oh, well, you could do this, and this, because I didn't know what Okami or
See,
Okami,
but you
right?
didn't know anything about your character.
Exactly.
Roman does. He's like, hey, man, you know what you can do? He's like, yeah, I do, but I just...
I'm not sure what you're trying to point out anymore.
I don't know. I'm lost.
But the thing is, like, the original thing is, do you need it to be an introvert to be more creative, or to be better at something? No, I honestly don't think that.
It's a mix of the two.
I think it's a mix of the two.
Yeah.
I think you have to be able to focus and make sure that you do what you got to do.
You guys have been listening to this podcast? We can't focus.
Exactly.
Shit.
You have to
distance yourself so you can get your creative juices going, but you want to show it to people
Yeah, like
get that
kinda
feedback.
get that
yeah, like that's why
Yeah.
there's writers and then there's an editor, because an editor will be like, this part seems a little problematic. Like they'll let you know different things.
And in that case,
Dragging and
you think
whatnot.
people
Exactly.
are you think people are more introvert nowadays because it's easier to get feedback without having to do anything. Just pop it online. Be like, hey guys, this is me playing.
No, because that's an extrovert.
No, I think
How is that an extrovert?
I
You're
think
putting
no.
shit
You're
online.
putting your shit out.
No, I think people are more extroverted because they're more willing to share even the most mundane of things on Instagram or Snapchat, even if it's not interesting, even if it's not creative. They'll just put it out
To
there.
be fair,
Social media-
I may have no.
So-
I may have gotten my percentages wrong.
Uh-huh.
I think it's what people identify.
Yeah,
as.
I was like
50 to 60.
60% is a lot
Because
for people to be.
extroverts,
But-
it's
but-
an extroverted.
This is what happens
but-
when you
type
let
of
Eric
thing.
get.
But
data.
the point is you spark the conversation, and that's the thing is
No.
you may not have had your facts right,
Oh,
and
yeah.
maybe you should do that. Maybe you should get your facts right to prove a point better,
Could.
but you at least spark the
All right, so
conversation.
say someone doesn't leave his house,
Yes.
but he blasts his social media with so much shit of himself, of course. Him playing video games, the food he cooks. Say he's a musician, the shit he writes and sings. Is he still an extrovert or is he an introvert?
He's an extrovert
He's
who's
still
a
an
hermit.
extrovert. He's still an extrovert that just prefers to be alone. Because an introvert.
isn't that what an introvert
I don't
is?
think. I don't necessarily think introvert means that you like being alone. I think
But I thought
introvert.
introvert is you like to be alone because you don't know how to socialize with actual people. Being a social media person, you don't have to socialize with people. You just put shit out there. Now, if you get feedback and shit, great. But most people, I don't think they care. I don't think people care. If
Yeah.
like, oh,
No, you're
man.
right. You're right.
But is that how do you classify that? If he goes, man, I'm an introvert.
I would
if,
say
if that
An
dude goes,
introvert
dude,
is-
I'm an introvert. I can't socialize with people outside this house. But you see his online shit, his social
Bullshit.
media shit.
you fucking.
You're like, you're an extrovert.
You
dude.
you interact with everybody outside this house, and you're able to
But
hold a
what happens if he
conversation.
doesn't interact?
No,
he
no,
just
but
puts
you-
his shit out.
Look,
You said
here's
you.
here's the definition for introvert. An introvert is a shy, reticent person.
What's
Reticent.
No, it's reticent.
Reticent.
Reticent. Reticent?
Reticent.
Reticent?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
At least that's the way I've heard it.
Oh, it's
Reticent.
Reticent.
Yes,
Okay.
reticent.
Reticent.
What's that mean, bro, man?
Reticent. You're kind of you're hesitant.
Okay.
But
A shy, hesitant person.
yes, it's somebody that's shy, but that shy doesn't automatically mean like you're locked away in your house.
No, but
Yeah,
shy isn't it?
Shy-
Shy is you have a harder time expressing your stuff out
to
loud.
other people, right? Or is it just out loud?
Just
out
out loud.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not other people. It's not in a social setting.
I mean,
I mean,
Like,
that has. I'm
that's
sure that has
kinda
a
out
part
loud,
to
ain't it?
do it.
No, I'm telling you, social media. You could be.
Social-
that's like the
hold on.
loudest thing. That is like the
No,
most
'cause
extroverted thing you
you
can do.
just put it out there, but you don't go. You don't go check how many likes you got or how many comments you have. You just put it out there to put it out there. You
Who's-
record it in your room and you're like, don't care.
Don't you know? I mean, you know how many people like whatever, because phones and
Okay.
shit tells you so
I
and so
did
liked
that.
it.
I had a YouTube channel
Yeah.
where I just played video games and put it out there, and I blasted it out. Didn't check it. Didn't
Yeah,
give a
but we
fuck.
classify you as an introvert. At least I do.
I don't.
You don't like going out unless it's with us.
I don't even know what I am. To be
I
honest
don't
with you.
classify.
You know what?
You know what the thing is with the self-classifying thing? You're just getting yourself on what you feel you think.
You're putting yourself where you want to put
So-
yourself.
Yeah, you put yourself
Who-
in your own bubble.
Who
And
could classify you
check it
and be
out.
like, okay,
Check it out.
A doctor?
This is.
I
this
guess
is
you
the-
tell me. I guess I have to take the opinions
This
of
is
other
the,
people.
the definition of an extrovert: an outgoing, overly expressive person. Outgoing is part of it, but overly expressive is another thing.
I'm overly expressive, but I'm not.
And then the
outgoing.
shyness, like there's people that are crippling shy, like the girl who I call Smiley back in high school. She was the girl who would stay quiet. She'd always smile, and it was fucking freaky. But she'd never talk to anybody.
it's because she was a secret stripper.
I mean, she had a banging body, but she hid
a
it
banging
like
butt.
behind big old sweaters and shit like that. And the only actual interaction I had with her is when she gave me her food in lunch. She would give me her food all the time. I asked her one time, and I was like, oh hey, you gonna finish that? She's like, no. And she wouldn't eat her food after that. She always sat next to us.
She's like this motherfucker looking at me. Like
She always sat next to us or sat next to me. I never asked her for her food again, but she would give me, and she's like, hey, do you want it? I was like, you sure? And she's like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. I was like, you're not gonna eat? She's like, nah. I was like,
you were
okay,
in
cool.
there one time. You fucked me scared.
I mean,
whatever.
The thing is, like, would I classify you as an introvert or extrovert? I mean, I would
classify you as gay.
I would classify you more as an extrovert because you're able to go out. You're able to have.
You know what's funny though? Doctors classify me an introvert.
They also classify you as gay.
I mean, I
doctor-
I
I
can't
went to
fight
the-
with the doctors.
Well,
I
no,
guess
here's
I'm
the
going
thing,
off of
and-
that.
here's the thing-
psychologists.
Mhm.
I've had tests.
Uh-huh.
He's like, sir, you're an introvert. You need to get out more.
Here's the
Yeah,
thing.
get out. It's
Here's
like,
the
okay.
thing. Tony doesn't give the full information to doctors. He'll be like, "Oh, sometimes I just want to stay at home." And blah blah
I give
blah.
half truth.
So
Yeah.
if anything, he makes himself a little bit more dramatic and say, "I just try and stay home. I don't like really going out." And they're like, "Oh, this person's classically, just maybe he's agoraphobic or he doesn't want to go
See,
out."
but that's the proven fact. I don't like going out. If you give me a choice, hey man, how many times you guys invite me? Like, hey, let's go to the hookah, or let's go do this and then. I'll be like, no, I'm going sticker.
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
no,
There's
right?
times where you're like, "I just want to get the fuck out of the house."
I get cabin fever. Like, okay, Tony,
Start
but that's
crazy.
me trying to better myself. I've been trying to change, and one of those things is like, how the hell am I supposed to go to Vegas if I can't go down the street? Baby steps.
Okay, first of all,
But that's a whole different time.
yeah,
different
let's
story.
preface this by
Yeah.
saying we know nothing
Yeah.
about
I mean,
anything.
we're not classic,
You know what?
classically
I blame
trained.
NPR for this.
Exactly. Fucking NPR.
I don't
But
know.
good conversation, right?
Yeah,
Am I an
I think
extrovert?
so.
I think I like to think I'm an extrovert.
You're just
Well,
an
I
asshole.
I like. Well, the assholes
you're-
are great extroverts.
You're very much an extrovert.
Yeah,
That is no question. You're an extrovert.
Not
Yeah,
once
he
did
does-
everything.
Because
He's
There's
a-
times where I need to recharge and fucking find my own.
But
That's what
that's
it is. That's
that's
what the introverts
everybody.
do. It's like you recharge, get your energy back, and that's usually just an
It's
introvert
because he's
thing.
afraid to be at the house and start thinking.
Oh, not at all.
Eric's afraid of thinking.
no, but you.
Not at all. I know. They want to know what kind of person you are. There was that one saying is like to know who you really are, spend time by yourself away from people, and then that's when people start asking themselves the big questions, and then a lot of people are uncomfortable with that. I know what I am, and I know exactly where my thoughts go
He's a
when I'm by
fucking-
myself.
He's a perverted asshole.
Not at all. It's super fucking depressing, and I'm like, oh man, that seems really sweet right now. I was like, you know what? I also like looking at titties, so that's at least something to look
Let's
forward
look at
to.
titties to
And it
ignore
goes
the
back
big
to-
problems. Got it. Crippling depression.
It just comes
Yeah.
back. Why not take a picture of the dad titties?
That's true.
That's your fault, yeah.
I, I would have just seen it. To be honest with you,
I take pictures of strippers in strip clubs when I'm not supposed to.
I just don't get that. Why? You know what? Different conversation.
The people gotta know, baby.
I'm
I
not
don't
one
know
of those
about that.
persons that had to bust out the phone. Be like, look what I'm doing.
I'm with you. I don't.
I mean, I don't do that all the
I don't-
time.
Even if there's like someone fighting, or there's a fucking shootout, or
Yeah.
or there's a crash.
I don't bust out my
that.
phone for a lot of things. Like to
Or
record
even if
something.
there's like,
no.
I do sometimes.
Even if there's like a fucking fine ass hot bitch, if you're not with me when I go, hey dude, check that bitch out. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll go around taking pictures, and I seen motherfuckers be like, damn, look at that ass. Take out the pictures, like.
That's
nigga,
called
why?
that's called a spank bank. Those guys are taking pictures of asses so they can go home or go to the nearest restroom and fucking jack off.
That's just
That's
fucking
called
weird.
creepy.
Yeah, that's just
But-
fucking weird.
Yeah, I
Ain't
mean,
for me.
That's an introverted person.
there you go.
But they're outside in public.
Okay,
No, they're just because they're outside. Or do you
Does it-
see them with anybody else?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I've seen people be like, hey man, dude, fucking look at that fat ass, and like take a picture. It's like on it.
And you know what they're doing? They're fucking jacking off with each other.
Yeah.
Alright, see that's what
But
I'm
that's
like.
creepy.
You're just being gay.
Look, dude.
Does
The human brain works in only two ways, man. Shit that you can fuck and shit that you can't fuck. And shit that you want to fuck.
that's three things.
That's just going with shit that you can fuck. You know what I'm saying?
It just needs a little bit of magic. Alright, Rob, you know what? Fuck this. Get to the comments, bro. What do we have in this
That's what I'm
comment?
saying, baby.
Do introverts have small penises? Because I think I'm an introvert. All right, so
You have an inverted penis.
you're a fucking girl.
It's cool, baby. It pops out. It makes a little poppy noise when they get a boner.
What kind of penis do you have? I have any penis.
Ooh, bitch. What?
I got a penis that makes rubbing really hot.
Dude, I want to put that shit. I told you, was it Friday? It's like girl penises are different from boy penises.
Oh yeah, for the kids are all right. Hey, watch that show. I actually watched
It's
it.
funny.
I think I watched the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But we have a few comments.
Yeah, awesome.
I want you to tell them how they can leave comments.
You could always go to youtube.com/Scrimworks and drop a comment there. Or you can go to our social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search out Grimworks and you just drop a fucking line there. Be like, hey guys, you should have shut up like about an hour ago. Be like, hey, cool. Or now you could go the old school way. I'm telling what the old school way is.
You can go ahead and send us an email at citypod88@gmail.com. Eric.
citypod88@gmail.com.
All right, and we have a few comments from, you know him, you love him, keeping the regs with the pros. All right, his first comment: misery loves company. It sure does.
It does.
Yeah. Life hit your truck, Tony. Sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, and I gotta find a way to fucking fix it without buying a door. Because I found out doors are expensive.
Can you do that dildo trick where you get the suction cup from a dildo?
I was thinking, not a dildo, but a plunger.
I've
and
never
warm-
seen it with a plunger. It only works with a dildo. Buy yourself a big dildo.
Fucking plunger in warm water.
Yeah.
Pops out the dent. I'll try that sooner or later.
There you go. I'll help you because that sounds
there you
interesting. His next comment: it's cheaper to eat healthy than pay hospital bills. Very true.
Is it?
Ooh,
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to.
It's
you don't,
cheaper.
You don't have to
It's
pay,
not easier.
You don't have to. You don't have to pay the hospital bills.
Yeah.
kind of.
Isn't Texas a like a no fault state? No. Who was saying that? It was Pennsylvania is a no fault state. That's what Nate was saying. Us off mic, so we won't repeat that. But his next comment: all of you guys can change. It won't happen overnight. It just takes effort. You're right. You're completely right.
Effort.
Dude, I've been trying to change, and I feel like better with energy. But my body's be like, hey man, stop it. Let's just go back to eating chips and soda and sitting there. Cause I told you, I've been trying to be a little healthier, being out there, and it gets to a point where everything hurts. And I'm like, I just want to lay down. And I was like, it was a lot easier just, wasting life in the chair, eating soda and chips, getting as fast as I can. Which is funny because now that I feel better about myself, trying this new fucking natural remedy and shit, I think I'm heavier, but I feel shit lots better than when I used to be, like on a lighter weight. I don't fucking understand it. Body's a magic and I can't get it.
His last comments is Eric stop playing. I can honestly say I've never seen you smack anybody.
Smack anybody?
Like a girl?
Oh, like the violence thing?
Yeah.
Like the fighting to do?
Yeah.
No, wait, was it the fighting to do?
Yeah,
Is that what we were
I
talking
think that's what he was referring to.
I don't think Eric was.
I don't think I've ever seen you swing at anybody.
I seen him mad, but that's because I made him mad, and then fat brothers can tend to play.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, I swing at people in high school. I just do
Eric-
it in the shadows.
Eric's one of those persons that I think,
Hey, picture didn't happen, huh?
right?
I mean, we could ask that Jose guy, Miss Easter, if she's still alive.
That was probably the fucking meth head he saw fucking.
Probably.
Let her, no, Miss Easter was a black chick, older black baby lady. She talked through her nose. She sounded like she was all stuff. She was like, "All right now, for Africa," or something like that. She was her geography teacher. She was a really nice lady. I miss her.
She's probably she probably lost her lost her life to the beaties.
Well, no.
Damn, you
maybe.
went dark. I was like, she probably likes her teaching license, but you're like, nah, bitch is dead.
Probably.
And she gave me a chance. I hit it.
There you go. But that
I
was.
saw that fucking video too. It's like, would you hit it? I would hit it, dude.
Oh yeah, you fucking tagged me in it 2 years ago, and I was like, I forgot this is so funny.
Because 2 years ago, you were like, anybody could get it.
Hey,
Now
that's
Aries like, anybody could get it.
First
Roman's
of all,
like,
I want to reiterate. I believe I was the one who said anybody could get it.
I think Roman was
anytime.
going through his slut phase like anybody could get this fucking thing. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't throwing it.
Yeah,
nobody was really trying.
I was
to get
throwing it. Nobody was wanting it. That
He
was
was
the problem.
throwing it, but no one was trying to catch it. It's
Yeah,
like,
nah.
nope, not
Also,
It would just fall on the floor and be like, oh.
also unrelated, real quick. Even though we're not really into it,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess this is coming out tomorrow. So happy Veterans Day to everybody. James and people that we know, George and shit like that. Cool
Yeah.
people that we know that have been in the thing.
Thank you
Yeah.
for your service.
Although, you know, Tony's at one time was like, I don't believe in the fucking army, blah blah.
I
Neither
still
do
don't.
I. Yeah, but you know,
I-
at least I hold them to I respect them. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I
I put a
tell
little
them-
respect on their name.
Just because I don't like the choices they make, I'm not gonna be a dick about it. Hey, you put your time in it. All right, thank you.
But also, you know, happy Veterans Day, guys.
Yeah.
Happy Veterans Day. My dad was a veteran, so.
Yeah,
Not- not-
he's a veteran of the hood, bro.
Not necessarily. I shouldn't say it. Not my dad. But my uncle was.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
or is
I'm
was he's out of the service now. So
I'm
yeah,
not a
well.
soldier dude. I'm more of a militia dude.
Yeah.
Shit coming down to Texas. You better be ready to get my gun ready.
Well, you-
But
you-
I wouldn't give my life to the army. I wouldn't.
you better fucking lose some weight because the militia don't like fat people.
That's true.
Not even unless I make the militia.
You know who else
Nah,
doesn't
they-
like
they
fat
don't
people?
like fat
Melissas. Melissas don't like fat people.
Yeah, I never
Boom.
understood
Play
those
on words.
things.
All right, now let's keep it a regular prune.
All right.
Now we have old classic. It's time for the Clarissa Clam Jam Power
Oh,
Hour.
come on and clam. And welcome to her jam. It's ready jam. And welcome to her clam.
Every week it's just
Is
fucking.
there consistent?
It's just so low energy.
You want- I could go left.
You fucking.
Welcome to the clam. The clam of jams. That's a shout out to B Ride.
That's a shout out to B-Ride if you ever listen. But
Which he says he
Clarissa's,
listens from time to time.
yes, he does. Her comment. She only has one.
Nice waps. I just saw. Good stuff.
All right. She says, I must be a fat ass because the little things that make me happy is wanting a specific type of food and being able to get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not calling you a fat ass, but
I'm
who
just
doesn't
saying.
like that fucking feeling? It's like,
it's true.
I mean, pho, super happy. Bop, ooh, child, so good.
Yeah, I
Dude,
don't want
whatever
to.
had dreams. Like the day I had that lemon water that Eric was like,
Uh-huh.
I was so happy drinking until he motherfucking finished it.
He was bitching the entire. I hate Eric.
It burnt.
Fuck up. You still drank it all.
All
I mean, it was
fucking-
there.
I
Shut
know-
up.
I wasn't getting up because we were in the middle of a game.
Shut up.
Look, all fucking day I had bought my mineral water,
Mm-hmm.
my lemons, and my Chinese candy. And I was like, fuck yeah. I was all, I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna fucking prep this way I like it. And I did, and I was playing video games, and I was like, oh man, I'm actually having a happy moment
Mm-hmm.
drinking my fucking lemon water that Eric hates. And my
That wasn't
mom,
even lemon. It was salt.
my mom was that had Chinese
I
candy.
think it was
in
drinking
it.
seawater.
I'm pretty sure you fucking didn't even see the Chinese candy in there, or the not Chinese candy, but the lemon balls.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have a core.
Yeah.
Just dissolve. I was like, fuck yeah, put a couple of those. Anyway, Hood of Rat Dreams. I was like, yeah, I was all happy and shit. I was playing my video game dream. So something happened. I had to be like, okay, I can't. I left it there, and Eric's like, this is fucking disgusting. I was like, stop drinking it. Okay. I come back. I was like, oh, it's gone. He goes, there goes my happiness.
Yep. Take it where you can get it.
True. Yeah.
So,
The little
I
whatever
ain't
makes you
fucking
happy
funny.
makes you happy.
Hey, Clarissa, we're all fat. We all understand getting the fucking small happiness out of eating.
Yeah.
Hey, soda makes me happy.
Hey, and plus, you if you're following that old wives' tale bullshit, you gotta get your cravings, or else the baby's gonna come out with a birthmark shaped like it or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, always give in to the prego cravings because they I fucks the baby.
Yeah. Just don't announce it all the time.
It's all superstitious bullshit. It's all on you if you believe it or not.
Little magic.
Whatever. Fuck off. And that was Clarissa's Clam Jam Power Hour.
Hey,
Hey,
you.
what you go? Hey, you, what you gonna do? Hey, you, what you gonna do?
She's like, I'm gonna stop commenting.
They stop fucking with the original
She
song.
makes another profile and then just names it completely
You
different.
sound less like Lemmy and more like a bad macho man.
Oh yeah.
That sounded more like Lemmy.
God damn it! I can't get my white people down.
On that fucking note.
Yep.
Thank you for listening to the City Podcast. This has been episode 117. I have been your host, Tony, and I'm here with
Roman.
and
Your boy Eric.
Hate that boy. And like we
This,
say,
this episode was brought to you by Satva mattresses. I want to do shameful plugs.
bitch, you ain't getting fucking money for him, so don't worry about it.
It's shameful.
I give up. Robin!
Like we say at the end of every episode, bye. Go buy yourself a mattress.